Alright, so what is good, everybody on YouTube? This is of course your boy B, Bullet RC, coming at you guys again with yet another WTF. And before we get started, real quick, because I gotta remind y'all, Black Friday, 50% off, code ends tonight on sampleind.com, 50% off site-wide. Also, as soon as you get done with this video, if you missed yesterday's video, drop the banger, make sure you go peep that. A link will be down below. Not now, slow down. As soon as the video gets done, the link is there. Y'all can check out that vid. Make sure y'all go peep that, bro. Anyways, the weekend is almost over, so you already know what time it is. It's time to get into this week's Heat or Hype, where we get into the latest sneaker releases, sneaker rumors, or anything I want to talk about in this sneaker or streetwear world. That is what we do here today. And remember, if I don't talk about a shoe, either I forgot about it, didn't edit it in, or was just that Bosudo. That I did not want to expose y'all to it, but this week the Bosudo comes as the people's choice once again. Y'all sent me over this Space Age Fifth Element Bosudo of the week, and I had so many people hit me up about this shoe on Twitter. Bruh, I had so many mentions. Trust me, when you see this shoe, you will understand. And of course, I'm gonna expose you to it. This week we have a lot of new releases to talk about. Of course, we're gonna be doing the top 10 releases of December vid very soon, and there is a lot of releases to close out 2020. But let's go ahead and get into it. Listen, if you have not subbed, make sure you sub up, finesse that bell as well, and of course, make sure to drop a like on this vid. And let's get into this week's Heat or Hype. Now, first up to start off the week, I got 3 release reminders, one of which I'm not going to mention because, like I said yesterday, the early Heat pack came in. But we have the gold mid Air Jordan 1 as well as the all black utility 500s dropping. Once again, those are restocking. Now, for me personally, I will be passing on the utility black 500s because I had that shoe before, and I did go ahead and sell that one. I let that one go. The gold mids, yeah, they're right here, and they are shining like crazy. And then that last shoe, like I said, man, peep the last vid. All right, so let's just go ahead and get into these leaks, these rumors, these first looks. First up, we have the Hyper Royal Air Jordan 1. We had got some mock-ups earlier this year, but now we have this photo, as y'all can see, so we know exactly how this shoe is going to look. And it has those same really kind of washed out suede. Reminds me of like the neutral gray Air Jordan 1s, the ones that were, or not the neutral grays, but the crimson joints that were like black with that really kind of vintage gray. Even the turbo green ones, I feel like these have a very similar vibe. You got this super washed out light blue suede, you got that gray suede as well. It's a blue, gray, and white Air Jordan 1, and if the materials look as good as they do in these leaked images, of course these are going to sell out. You know, people passed on the turbo greens, and I don't think people are going to make that same mistake again. Now, as far as a release date on these ones, right now they are marked for April 27th of 2021, so we got a little bit of time until these actually drop. Another restock that should be happening in 2021 is the original colorway of the Yeezy Quantum joints. The basketball version of the Quantum should be returning in 2021. Now, this is another fresh off the press leak, fresh off the press rumor. So as far as a release date, we don't really have that yet, or know if this is 100% going to happen. But since they did already restock the original colorway of the lifestyle model, I don't really see why not they wouldn't just go ahead and throw the basketball ones out there again. Up next, we got, would you have guessed it, 2 more brand new pair of Nike Dunk Lows. Again, another 2021 leak, and this is actually an animal pack, and as you can see, you got more of a black, silver, and white colorway, as well as a more, I guess you would say, traditional animal pack colorway right here. Now, when it's an animal pack, you already know what that means. It's probably gonna be some really crazy materials on these. As far as right now, we just have these 2 mock-ups, and I do like the pair on the bottom more. Now, am I gonna be super pressed to cop either one of these? No, I'd rather have like the Safari Air Max 95s or the Air Max 1s, which I'm pretty sure I still got the Air Max 1s back there in the stacks. Either way, it's a dunk. The dunk hype is here, but I will say that the prices have been seeming to go down on some of the newer dunks, or at least that initial resale price on the newer dunks has been lower than with some of the older ones. Now, I do think that all that stuff is just gonna go ahead and rise up eventually. So if you missed out on any recent dunks that the price isn't too crazy right now, I would probably say you should hop on it. And I'm saying that to kind of speak into existence because right now I'm dragging my feet on copping a pair of veneers, and I know if I wait too long, then yeah, they probably gonna be out of here. Jumping into the next one, we have another pair of the Reebok Question Mids, and this time it is coming in an Eagles colorway, or this gridiron colorway, or gridiron pack from Reebok, and these are actually gonna be dropping on December 4th. Now, as y'all already know, we did already cover that Georgetown or that Dallas Cowboys colorway. In my opinion, I think that colorway looks better than this Eagles one. This Eagles one to me is just, I don't know, it's something kind of off about this one. And then I would say one of the biggest releases of December is going to be on December 24th. This shoe was supposed to drop on November 28th. The release did get pushed back, and that is the Kobe pair of Reebok Question Mids. This basically PE pair. Now, I still do have mine. Mine are right up here. So more than likely, I will be dropping a review on this shoe. It isn't live yet, and they don't drop again until the 24th, the day before Christmas. But trust me, these are going to be selling out for sure. So this next bit of news is probably going to make some people happy that maybe missed out on the Aim Leon Dore pair of 550s from New Balance. There are actually more colorways coming out, and two of which are pretty similar to the ALD collab. Now, the first ones we're going to talk about are a BRED and a Shadow pair of the 550s, and these are going to be dropping sometime in December. I want to say it's the 4th or the 5th, but don't quote me on that. And of course, we already knew this shoe was going to be coming back in more colorways, of course, more GR colorways, I guess you would say, because the formula is you bring back a shoe or an OG shoe, a retro shoe with a collab, and then you release the rest of the colorways that you want to drop. Another example, the Stussy Spiritans. After Stussy Spiritans dropped, then a million Spiritans dropped. Now, the other two that are dropping are these right here, which is a white, black, and red, and a white, black, and blue. The white, black, and red is pretty close to them ALD joints, but it does not have the weathered kind of midsole, that yellowed aged looking midsole, which I do think looks better than the plain white. Good thing is, if you have the time on your hands and don't want to spend that extra money resale for the ALD pair, you could probably just do that yourself, which is what I'm thinking I'm gonna do with that white, blue, and black pair. So I will be trying to cop at least one of these, probably be the blue joints, and I'm gonna set some time aside to kind of age them myself, because I do want the ALD ones. I just don't want to pay the ALD resale price for them joints right now. Hopping back into Nike Dunk Land, we have a brand new pair of BHM Dunk Lows dropping next year in February, and I'm gonna keep it all the way a buck with y'all. I feel like people were complaining about a lot of these BHM releases because they all seem to be very similar, especially like the design of the shoes. It's usually just some type of pattern using the same kind of colors, and from what I remember, people just seem kind of tired of some of this BHM stuff. Even some people kind of saying, yo, why don't they just take a year off of the BHM? They don't have to push out some lackluster colorway every year. And I gotta keep the same energy. I feel like this Dunk Low, even though it's a Dunk Low, the hype is there. This pair is just same old, you know what I mean? I mean, they're gonna sell out. Don't get me wrong, it's a dunk. But this colorway, in my opinion, is just like every other BHM shoe that I've ever seen. So in my opinion only, this is a very easy pass. But again, it's gonna sell out because it's a Dunk Low. That's just how it goes. This week, we also got a look at this brand new ZX8000 Super Earth. Of course, Sean Weatherspoon and Adidas collabing once again. I believe they did the All-Star or the Shell Toe, one of those earlier this year. That was pretty hard. I actually like that shoe. I just don't have it yet. And now they have this ZX8000. Again, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm not the biggest fan of this pair. I think the old pair is definitely a bit better, but these definitely scream Sean Weatherspoon in my opinion. A lot of colors, a lot of materials. It's just a lot going on. It kind of reminds me of if you took a ton of like vintage tees or vintage gear and kind of mashed them together, different patterns and stuff. That's kind of how this shoe looks to me, which in my opinion would make sense with Sean. As far as a release date, we don't have that yet. Just these photos from him so far. Up next, on December 18th, we have a brand new pair of Yeezy 350 V2, the Boost joints, and these ones are blam. These are in a sand taupe or top colorway. They are tan Yeezy 350s. Another pair of tan 350s. Let's move on. On to the next Yeezy. We actually have a brand new pair of 380s dropping next month in December, or this month in December whenever you're watching this. This is the Hilt or Halt Glow pair of 380s. And I did read a comment a few weeks ago where I was talking about those Sun Yeezy 700s, and someone was basically saying like, yo, I asked for colors, then they give me color and I say the color is too bright, which is 100% factual. I didn't say I didn't like them, I just wish they were a little bit darker like the mock-up. But when I was asking for colors, I wasn't asking for these. These are ass. Like, these shits are trash. I'm pretty sure like the whole upper on this shoe glows or something like that, but this colorway is just garbage, bro. Very, very light sprinkle of Bosudo on this pair. For the next one, we got another New Balance collab. This time it's with Levi's and New Balance on a brand new pair of 992s. 992s are super solid, super comfy, even for wide foot gang. Perfect, perfection, very nice. Now these should be retailing at $175 as far as a release date. We don't have those yet, but I gotta say, bruh, materials. The suedes on this thing look crazy. And I would expect nothing less from New Balance. Now I already have a gray pair of 992, so this will probably be a pass for me. But y'all already know that gray and white, or that all over gray New Balance, is like that classic NB colorway. So these are gonna be selling out for sure. Now this next one I actually forgot to mention in the beginning of the video as one of the shoes or one of the packs that did drop. And this one is from Kith and Asics, where they dropped 30 different colorways of gel light 3s, and I didn't try to go for any of them. I'm pretty sure they sold out. There were some colorways that I actually was digging, some of the purple ones and the lighter bluer ones I was really digging, but I'm pretty sure these are super gone. They sold out pretty much instantly. For anyone that did go for the shoe, were you able to cop? Honestly, I felt that with them releasing so many different colorways, I felt like for those people that wanted that specific one, it might actually make it a little bit easier for you to grab them. Again, this is Kith, and Kith gets botted. Like, they get destroyed by bots. But yeah, man, since these already did drop, let me know if any of y'all hit out there. And again, some of my favorites were like some of those brick reds, some of the purples, and some of the lighter blue colorways. Jumping into some Adidas news, we actually got another brand new collab. This time it's on the Ultra 4D, and these ones are coming from Social Status. Now there should be only 3,020 pairs of this shoe. A release date, we don't got it yet, but the shoe is right here and definitely has those fall vibes as far as colorway goes. I would definitely have to say, out of a lot of the newer colorways of some of the 4D stuff that Adidas has been dropping, this is one of the better ones. We got another pair of SBs to talk about this week. This time is the Pink Pig SB Dunk Low, and these are inspired by the Porsche Le Mans, if I'm saying that wrong, hey, please excuse me, but a race car. And as you can see, there is a clear resemblance in both. And a couple weeks ago, we talked about another pair of SBs with a number 58 on them. So there could be some type of pack of kind of like race car inspired SBs dropping next year. Again, these Pink Pig joints should be dropping next year in 2021. But when I get some more info on these, I will update you. Okay, it is time to get into this week's Bosudo of the week. And again, this was a people's choice from Twitter. So many people added me about this sneaker, and again, this joint is basically Bosudo from outer space, Bosudo from the year 2080, I guess you could say. Maybe even in the year 3000, but listen, man, let's just go ahead and get them on the screen.
Somebody did this.
As y'all can see, the Bosudo this week is luckily just a mock-up or a rendering of a shoe. And when I first saw these, I thought of the Fifth Element, and these are going to be called the Corbin Dallas 5s for me. Now, these are supposed to be like a concept pair of Adidas, and I will say one thing. They look cool. Are they ugly? Are they Bosudo? Are they Garbanzo Beans? Yes. But they look pretty cool. And another reason why I thought Fifth Element is because they kind of reminded me of the cars in that movie as well. I mean, that's just, when I seen this, that's the first thing I thought of. And these joints are crazy. I don't know if it's like air bubbles on them. They got lights on them. Like platforms that give you like 4 more inches of height. Like, it's a lot going on with these shoes right here. And the same way I did last week, hey, give me 3 words to describe these shoes right here. And no, you cannot say somebody did this. I saw someone comment that. That was smart. But this week, nah, I seen you. I seen your comment. We gotta get a new one in there. But listen, that is the Bosudo of the week. I mean, the shoes speak for themselves, and they speak very, very loudly. Salutes to everybody that had tagged me on Twitter. Listen, we got more heat to talk about, so let's go ahead and get this Bosudo off this screen, and let's go ahead and get back to the heat, bro. Now this next shoe is very, very interesting to me, and I wonder what you guys are gonna think about it. It is a new variation on the Air Jordan 1, and this is called the Air Jordan 1 Switch. Last year, as you guys know, I'm pretty sure you saw some viral clips. Guys fucking cut the top of his fucking Jordan 1s off. We've seen it happen. Salute to the homie Kais. So people were turning their high top Jordans into low top Jordan 1s, and then I did see someone else actually put a zipper on the shoe, and now Jordan has, I don't know, taken the idea kind of and made it into an actual shoe. Or hopefully they did reach out to that original person that did it. Or maybe this could have been something that's been in the works from JB for a long time. I mean, I'm not in the studio, I'm not in the headquarters, I don't know. But I will say that I am not mad at this Air Jordan 1. The only thing that makes them weird is that the swoosh has to be kind of lower and the heel cap is a little bit lower as well, because you have to make that room for the zipper around it. So this can be a high top or a low top pair of Jordan 1s if you go ahead and zip off the top or keep it on. I'm just honestly not really mad at this idea, and I do like the mini swoosh on the toe too. For right now, this is another fresh off the press leak. So until we get official images or official info from JB, all we have are these photos for right now. Now this next story is a big one. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on because I am going to mention it on the top 10, and that is on December 5th, we're getting a restock of the BRED Yeezy 350s, and this one is a cop. I do not own this shoe. I think Anna might have a pair of these, but this is one that I don't think I ever owned in my size. I think I might have had a 13 and I had to sell them. If you want a good Yeezy 350, the BRED is one to go for, and it seems like a lot of different stores are going to have them. Now that doesn't mean they're going to be easy to get at all, but hopefully there is a good number of these available. And again, this is actually, you know, I usually don't, you know, cop a lot of 350s, but this one is going to be a cop for me. Another brand new leak we got this week is this white pair of ready-made blazers, and these are 1000% a cop. These are fire. Again, it is on that bullshit, is on that weird shit, so I can understand if you don't dig this shoe, but in my opinion, I don't know, these are pretty hard. The materials on them seem pretty crazy. The swoosh is definitely weird looking, I can't knock that, but the overall shoe, y'all know I dig the blazer, and these just look like a pretty good colorway. But again, this is a very, very fresh leak, so there's not a lot of info on this shoe just yet. One thing about this shoe that I definitely want to know about is the sole, and I want to know, is that a React sole or not, because it is bubbly, it is weird, and it looks like it could be React, but we just don't know yet. And then to go ahead and end off this week just one more time, blam, we finally got some photos of the neutral gray ones laced up. The ones without the laces, the toe box look kind of weird, but this laced up pair, these joints are going to be a for sure 1000% cop, and good luck if you're going to be going for them, because you already know how crazy it's going to be. Now, until we get some official images from JB, I probably will never cover this shoe again because we have talked about it enough. But that is it for this week's Heater Hype. You guys let me know, did you cop anything down below, or did you keep all your money in your pockets? Remember, that is always a good option. Make sure you drop a like on this bit, and of course peep the latest video. The link is down below. But I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. Much love to all the fam, followers, and of course supporters. You guys can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, Twitch. The Twitch is BullRC, by the way. Here, there, blessed by, of course, I ain't got no shoes around me right now, so BullRC, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Time for me to go edit, and I need to take some cough medicine. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but I'm stuffy, bro. I gotta get out of here, man. Much love. Peace.
If you come here trying to take some, there's a lot more where that came from, and it really ain't no thing. I got some up here in this thing. I just dropped the jig in my Red Bull, and it really gave me wings. Yeah, up and away. Y'all should have seen this shit coming in May.